Good morning. Good morning. I'm very thankful for this roster to have my belly. So I'm very fortunate to be present here and showing what all we do at Ramsons Pratishtana to all of you here. And it is good because you will appreciate what we are doing. So it's a privilege. So we'll start. So we're reviving board games, the Ramsons experience. What we are doing at Ramsons Pratishtana is the subject of this talk by me. Now, Krida Kaushalya, that is Krida Kaushalya, that is the name of our project of board games, and it's also the name of our exhibition, biannual exhibition, which we are having at Mysuru. Every once in 2 years we have this exhibition, and this is a passion project of Ramsons Pratishtana. And what all we do here is first one is fieldwork, research. We go to temples, we photograph, we learn the games, and you saw it quite elaborately yesterday, and Dr. William did a fantastic job of it. And he's the scout. He kind of reconnaissance he does, and he searches for games at unknown, and it is quite amazing sometimes when we find such game boards hidden, almost as you saw yesterday, within a well, within the wall of a well. And that was very amazing for us when he found that out. And that is one, that is field work, research we do. We three go together, that is Mr. Singh, Auntie Singh, myself and Dilip. What Mr. Singh does is he starts speaking with the local people there to make them at ease, because we'll be looking at the floor and everybody will be like, the lookalikes, what are you doing? You are looking at the floor. So he will make them feel at ease by talking to them, and he will call them, this is a game, what kind of a game it is, what do you call it, do you know how to play. So he will involve them like that. In the meanwhile, I will be photographing, and of course, Dilip will be hunting for other board games stuck there under a tree or something like that, under a pillar. So this is how we do it on field work. And when we learn new games, we learn there, and we sit with them, we play with them, and we learn new names, new terminologies, new rules, new variations of the games. So it's a very learning experience for us. And then we come back with the photographs and videos sometimes, and we translate it into design. And designing is mostly my part. And myself and Dilip will sit together, we remember all the rules, and we chart it out and simplify it a little bit, like Riddhi was telling. If you there are some games which say if you have to have 6 to start the game. So that is a little cumbersome for starters. So we simplify those rules. We simplify. We chart it out. We make the simplified rules of it, and then we give these designs. What I will do to our artisans, they will come up with the first draft of the design. Many of the time it is almost 3 out of 10 times the success. So 7 times it's a failure. But that's the process that happens that way. We have to go through that, and then we package it, and then we try to market it through our different channels. One channel is our store, and another is our exhibitions. And then we teach games at workshops wherever we are involved. we don't go uninvited because we do not want to impose on others. So whenever we are invited, we go and teach these games. And the last part is we try to reach as much people as possible through our blogs and Facebook. Now, a board game can be either very simple or very complex. How you, what kind of boards you are looking at? For example, Ashtachama, then Dadi or Rocketfield, Nine-Man Morris, Aduguli. All these are very simple board games. Chess, Pagade, Pachisi, these are complex. They come out complex because you need specific kind of pawns and specific design of the board. So that is a simple and complex kind of games. These simple games, they can be played by scratching the board on the floor with a piece of chalk or charcoal, pebbles, sticks, twigs. They can use to be as a game playing devices. For example, here at Hurigi, near Hampi, when we were going to the temple, on the roadside we saw roadside mendicants and also beggars. They had written these board games in rangoli and piece of chalk. We didn't see the persons who were playing when we were going inside, but while coming back we saw them, but they were playing a different game. They were playing Chalkata. And here in Chalkata, we saw a group of children. They had written a game board with a piece of chalk, tambourine seats were the playing counters, and twigs and stones, they were the pieces. And here at Aneguli, we were going in an auto. We saw this group of women cheering. Granny looked outside and saw this women playing. We stopped the auto, we went out, we photographed. What they were doing is these tiles, these are 1 foot by 1 foot tiles. They had taken leaf, plant leaf. They had using the leaf sap. They had scratched done the board. And if you see, one of them had placed one rupee coin there. So coins, twigs, whatever they find, they played there. And at Badami, we stopped to have a cup of tea, and there right behind the tea chai shop, these men were playing again. But they were, I think it's a gambling den or a play spot for them. They had painted it with white oil paint. So that is the simple, as simple as it can get. Now, the craft heritage, we come to the craft heritage. We come across old boards, antique boards, where the chess boards or the pawns, beautifully handcrafted, like this ivory inlaid chess table of King of Vingaraj of Kur. It is in the collection of British Museum. This is a Mysuru. Look at how beautifully they have created this chess table and even the chess pawns. And this is another game box, game compendium, portable game box. It has 11 games within it. There are 4 tires. If you open each tire, you will have different games. Mr. Singh will show you the detail of this. And this is another old Pagade pot. And look at the colorful way that it has been created. And ivory stick dice. This is in Hyderabad, Nizam of Hyderabad. During his one of his birthday, he was presented with these beautiful plain pieces of Pachisi. On semi-precious stone, they have worked with gold and precious stones. Even the stick dice are made out of semi-precious stones. Now, that is the craft heritage we can see if you go back to antique board games. Such beautiful board games were being created with love and with such beauty. when you are playing on such boards, we feel so good. And that is, we have felt it because when we play on such beautiful boards, we feel good. So, what was the trigger for us to start this journey at Ramsons Pratishtana? Was this trigger? We were thinking, because we play games, we had seen, we had played on the board games of such beautiful name of which our grandma had. So we were thinking, why we are not getting such beautifully made board games? We were getting board games, but not such beautifully done. Then we were thinking, why nobody is creating nowadays? Then after a few months, we thought, why don't we create? Because we have access to craftsmen. Our Ramsons Pratishtana, the mothership of it is the Handicraft Sales Emporium, which will have its 50th anniversary next year. So we deal in the handicrafts which we source throughout the country, and a lot of crafts we deal with craftsmen. So we thought, why don't we start creating? And we did it as just as a thought, and we wanted to do it for ourselves. So that was the trigger. With that trigger, we started creating these board games. As Mr. Singh said, we have worked with 30 craft clusters across India. We first, how we go about it? We first study a craft form. We have to go, we have to see what kind of a craft that is, because each craft is different. The medium is different, the working style is different, and each craft will have its own language. We have to understand that language, and we have to speak with the craft design in the same language. If we are not on the same plane in that aspect, as I said, 7 out of 10 will be done. So that is very important. We have to know, we have to go, we have to see the craft form ourselves. So, like the picture here, he went there. By the way, all photographs are by me. So I had to be there to photograph this. So when we went to be there, I made it a point. I know and understand the process of Bidri. So this is the way the Bidri work is made. So silver will lay on gunmetal. And when we came back to Mysuru, I gave this design. I prepared this design. When you see these crossed design, that is typical of that particular craft. So I did not give my design. I had to give the design in their language. So when I gave this design to them, they came up with this board games. So game boards made in Bidri craft. This is the finished product. In the center, you can see the khedda, game of khedda. I have called it Mysuru khedda because Mysuru is famous for capturing elephants. So Anekattu is capturing elephants. So I have given it as a new name called Mysuru khedda. And another place where we went was Putloom weaving. This is very unique kind of a Putloom weaving in Navalgod. Usually you will see only women working in this. We did not see any man doing this particular weaving because when we spoke with them, like this Farzana here, she is one of the artisans. She told us that only women do this, and women will start very early. They start getting trained as young as 10 years old, and they will learn this craft, and they will weave one beautiful jamkhana, which they will take to their husband's home. So it is a part of their bridal trousseau. That is the tradition there. And the part of this bridal trousseau. This is the traditional Jamkhana. You can see in the middle there is that game of chess. This is the traditional Jamkhana Devi, and it should have a chess in, pachisi in the middle. And you can see these 4 peacocks. It is called, there are 4 peacocks. It is called Char More Pagdi Jamkhana. So Char More. So using, looking at this craft, I designed this because it had to be a little more modern for modern sensibilities. So I wrote a lot of designs and made it simple, and this is what they came up with. So this is my design and this is the finished product. We have worked with the river glass mat, and this is the design which I gave to the artisan, and this is the finished product. And this is Kalamkari. We are working with group over there. It's a cooperative society, and they are working on our games. This is the single track game called Panchakelia. This is Mysuru Kidda. This is 16 sepoys. And of course, this is a common game which they are preparing. Apart from that, they prepared other games for us. This is not yet complete. There was other colors had to be going, and we went there to see what's going on. So we, because we have to do corrections. If they have made any changes or mistakes, we have to do corrections. And what you see here is a simple, in this Ashtachana, all the safe points have the flowers. But here we have created the new Ramayana Ashtachana. We can see Rama, Sita, Lakshmana, Hanuman, and Pushpaka Vimana. So this concept is very popular. Like this, we have Mahabharata Ashtachana, Dashavatara Ashtachana. These are just concepts, not like what Mr. Raman is doing. He is he's working on a whole different level. But here we are doing only the visual part of it. What we based this on this Mysuru style painting of Kodandarama. You can see Rama, Sita, Lakshmana, Hanuman, and Pushpaka Vimana. So this concept was translated into this board. Other boards, as I said, this is 16 supplies, and I asked them to do supplies here in different designs. And this is Anekattu, which is now Mysuru Kedda. This is Adubulyaga, Puli Judal, then Bag Bakri, Bag Chali, whatever they call in other places. And this is a circular snakes and ladders, which is quite unique. By the way, this is not my design. We came across this design in a book, Art of Play, which came out by Mar. I found it very interesting. I gave this design to the artist, Kalamkari artist, and this is quite popular with kids. They do not want to play on the squares anymore. When they see a circular board, they are very attractive. So the same snakes and ladder, if you give it in a different style, they are more interesting. This is the 600 Pagadi which Akbar had created, and also the Mummadi Krishna today, we created it in Kalamkari. This is a single track game of Panchakelia. Now, when I saw that kids were attracted to a different shape, I wanted to create a new design. So this, I came up with this. I used these motifs from their other board, and on CorelDRAW, using Photoshop and CorelDRAW, I did this. And when I gave this design to the artist, they created this. This is quite popular temple design. And this is a newest design that I created this year in the form of a shivalinga. So this is a new design for this year, again from Kalamkari. Now, what are the different challenges we face during creating these board games and designing them? We have to, as I said, we have to talk to the artist in the same language. So this is a board which they had already created of snakes and ladder. When I gave them a plain design on a paper, they were quite unsure. So what I thought was, let me convert their board into my design and show them, and they will come up with something we will see. So what I did was, behind this, there is a plain part, so I photographed this, and these borders, I retailed it, and I did it using Photoshop, and a part of it I took it into a square, and then I created this CorelDRAW and made it into Ashtachana. When they saw this, they were very happy. It is, they thought that this is doable, and this is what they created. I gave this design, and they created this game board. So when we talk in their language, their craft language, they will be more accepting of our design. This is another game. I used this from the Kalamkari design and superimposed it on their board. So they came up with this design. I told them, don't copy this, make your own tigers and goats. And it was a beautiful design. So working with Shantiniketan Batik artist was quite easy. I just gave him a design on the paper, and we came out with this design. Near Hampi, there is a traditional doll making village called as Kinhada. There they also create these chowkis for worship. So they created these game boards, Ashtachama, Navakankari and Adupuliyata. Pagade, Pachisi, it is called with different names. In Sanskrit, I was playing this with a party, and she used to tell me that the black was called as elephant and red was called as horse. I had forgotten, she had names for the yellow and green as well, but I had forgotten that. So I asked one of my friends to look it up, whether it is still, does it still, means what I had heard, is it a fact? So he checked it out, and I came to me with a name. It is called as Hastyashvaja Gavam Krida. Hastyashvaja Gavam Krida. Hasti, Ashwa, Aja, Gav. Hasti is elephant, Ashwa horse, Aja goat, Gav cow. So this is the game as it is called in Sanskrit. And using this, I created this board game on Newer using laser etching. And with the same color coding: black elephant, red horse, green cow, yellow goat. And by the way, the elephant should be paired with horse always. Black with red, and cow should go with goat. That is yellow with green. you should not mix. And it is also called as Pakka Rang and Kacha. Black and red are Pakka, Pakke Gotiya, and yellow and green are Kache Gotiya. So you should not mix. These are etiquettes, but etiquettes of olden days, but we can always change it. And this is a game board which I created in Kasuti embroidery from Hubballi. This is 400 Chaturanga. The board is marble chowki from Jodhpur. It has got gold embossed painting. So what we are creating in our board games is not only games which can be played, we are also creating games which can be treasured as family heirlooms. So we get a lot of customers which they want to keep it as a family heirlooms or as a collector's piece. So we are also catering to that using these boards. And this is from Solapur. They have the wall hanging in Solapur. We created these board games. And there are some interesting results when we are working with a lot of these craftsmen. Because unwittingly, when we do not understand how to give a design to them, the result may be sometimes funny, sometimes downright we cannot use them. So these are some interesting results. Here, when I was working with the silk embroidery guys, I did not give them the paper design first. I gave them this Solapur board itself. I told them create something like this. But when he created this, you can see here, this is a unique aspect in Solapur Dhari, where in all the board, all the products, you can see this particular the way of weaving. So the artisan thought that it is a compulsory thing, and he created the same thing. I said it was not necessary. Not necessary to have created, but still he came out with this. Next time what I did was I gave him this design printed on paper. This is the Kavi design here in the border. I gave him that, and he recreated it exactly. So these are some interesting results when what we come across. Some other times there is a communication gap when we are dealing with the artist. I gave in the beginning when we were working with the Kalahasti artists, I gave them just the black and white design like this, and they came up with these two different boards, and they had painted, two different artists painted it in a board, two different ways. Here, circle has been colored differently. Here, the triangles, they have been colored differently. But I did not want to that way. So next time when we corrected it, they came up with this design. So when we are not giving them proper design, this kind of interesting results come out. We are working with, as I said, collector's item game boards also we create. This is two Ayurveda boards which we created in lost wax process. Both are my design, and this is in the form of a Vyali Bukhara. And here we have incorporated Mysuru Danda design.
May I request you to close in another 2-3 minutes or accommodate the next speaker, please?
Okay. This is our old game box which we came across, and using that we created this game box. It has a lot of different games like this. It opens up into 3 different games, and this is the not only boards I have also created for pawns. These are the designs given by you and the ponds created. And ROV in Channapatna ponds, this is the design given and this is the product. And this is the latest design which I gave, and this is the product. These are ponds, and again these are different ponds. These are the ponds created for the collectors. And this is camel brown with gold paint. Another version of that for Pagade. These are the different varieties of casting pieces which we have created in different shapes, and we want to stick to tradition most of the time. And these are the products what we have created. Dashbuti, man and elephant, Sharabu, what we saw yesterday, we have created as a product. And another way which we are promoting these board games is through our Krida Kaushalya exhibitions. These are brochures, and you can see Bala when she inaugurated our first exhibition, and Dr. Maya here, she is also present. So this is in 2007, and this is in 2008 exhibition. This is 2009. In the beginning, we were having it annual exhibition. Later, we changed it into biannual. This is 2011. This is 2013. This is latest. This is the inauguration of the latest exhibition we had in April. And also, other aspect what we are doing is how teaching these game boards to people at camps and workshops. We are teaching games here. And creating awareness through paintings. We also commission artworks, original artworks. And of course the booklet. And this booklet will have all the rules. It has all the rules. It has also listed the variations, different variations. And this is our blog. And the Facebook group what we have got. So Krida Kaushalya. Krida is game and Kaushalya is skill. So we are bringing together the sporting the games along with the skill of crafts. This is Krida Kaushalya.